Good morning and welcome to Fort Seller Elementary School. This is your principal, Mr. Lin, and I hope that you had a wonderful Wednesday yesterday. Today is Thursday, September 23rd, 2021, and it is day one. Now, before we kick off this wonderful day, I want to invite you, as I always do, to participate in the Mindful Minute. Get yourself settled. Allow yourself to arrive. Today, I'm sitting in a different place. I'm actually in a different room in my house. You might kind of remember or recognize some parts of my background. And if you're beginning to recognize that, that's you being mindful. You see, you're beginning to notice things. That's what mindfulness is. And trust me, there are a lot of people that know Mr. Lin, and I can be forgetful. So even though I practice mindfulness, I'm not always mindful. I'm not always observant. So that's why I have to stop and practice it. And it's good for you to do that too. So let's go ahead and just notice our environment. Using our eyes, scan around your room and focus on something that's interesting or boring, but has caught your eye, and just study it. Study its shape, how small or big it is. What is it? I don't know. Actually, the thing I'm looking at, I really have no idea. It looks like a wad of paper, like kind of trash that's on the carpet. I guess I need to pick it up since it is in my house, but not really sure what it is. But I'm studying it. I'm looking at the different shapes and the shadows around it. Now use your ears now. Listen. You might feel like you're in a quiet room, but have you ever just stopped in a quiet room and just listened? There are sounds. Begin to notice them. With your skin, notice what you feel. I was wearing a tie earlier. I'm not wearing a tie now. I know how that feels. It feels a little bit different. It's not as tight on my neck. What do you feel? How's the temperature in your room? Is it warm and sticky, or is it warm and dry, cold and dry if you're feeling cold, right? And finally, take a breath in, take a breath out. What do you smell? Those are our senses. Okay. Now we're going to continue to use the smelling of the flower and the blowing of the candle. I want to invite you to join along with me. Okay. I like to close my eyes. You don't have to, but I'm going to get myself nice and settled. I'm seated on the floor if you can't tell, but you might be on your chair, and that's fine. And as you get yourself settled, notice how that chair is holding you up. I mean, notice that, you're growing. You're a kid that's growing. You've got some weight on you. I don't mean that in a bad way, but gravity's pulling you down and something is holding you up. For me, it's this floor, and I can feel that floor holding me up. Can you feel that chair holding you up? Yeah, very good. I like to close my eyes. You don't have to, but let's go ahead and take that first breath in through our nose and out through your mouth. Lift that flower up to your nose again and take a breath in. Breathe in the air. Notice how the air fills your belly, expanding it like a balloon, and then lower down to the candle and gently blow out, only making that flame flicker, not blowing it out, because that's how gentle you are. And as you do that, notice how the air just escapes through your body. Let's do that again. Breathe in, fill your chest, fill your belly full of air, this air that exists right here with you, and then blow out that candle. Notice how your shoulders relax. Notice how your back relax. Notice how your body just settles into your chair, or me, onto this floor. Go ahead. Breathe in again. Breathe out. Notice how your head feels as that air escapes through your body. Breathe in again. Breathe out. And if you get a good breath in, just notice how good that breath feels. Let's go ahead and do that one more time. Breathe in. And breathe out. Now, in a moment, you'll hear a bell or a chime. When you hear it, listen to it as it gets quieter and quieter. When you can't hear it anymore, you may then open your eyes and awaken to the world that is around you. Welcome to a new day right here at the fort, where you're loved, where you are cared for, and where we want you to succeed. Now, whether you have a great day or not, that's your choice. Yeah, you. So choose wisely, work at it, and enjoy the rewards. At this moment, please stand and face the flag for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Go ahead and take a seat. I want to thank you for joining me. It really just means so much to be able to be present at this time in this place with you. Don't forget, we have 3 expectations here at the school. Number 1, show that you're respectful to yourself and towards others. Number 2, show that you're responsible. Responsible in taking care of yourself and responsible in taking care of other people. And of course, show that you're ready to learn, ready to tackle on the day, ready to take on the hard things in life, and also to be ready to enjoy the good things in life. Now, speaking of the 3 B's, I want to couch all of that into something I hope you know is going on right now. There's something with our PTO. If you don't know what our PTO is a bunch of moms and dads they created a group to try to raise money to help get some great things for your learning experience. You know, if later on for many of us, we're going to be getting ready to go on field trips. Well, field trips cost money, and sometimes PTOs, like those groups of moms and dads, they help us pay for it. But they need to raise money, and so they've got this thing called Race for Education, and we're raising money to so that in October we'll be able to have a little running party around the field. You may remember, some of you guys who were here 2 years ago may remember it, and part of this too is that each class is trying to raise more money than the next class. So we've been underway for a little bit of time now, and I want to share with you which classes are in the lead. Which classes have raised the most money? And we're going to break this down by grade. So number 1, in 2nd grade, and all of our 2nd grade classes are doing a good job raising money, but guess what? There's only one 2nd grade class that has taken the lead. You know what that class is? Mrs. Jackson's 2nd grade class. Great job. I'm not going to tell you guys how much you've raised just yet. We're still counting that, but guess what? The race isn't over. Who knows? Coming up from behind could be Miss Frederick's class. Maybe it's Miss Lucky's class. Maybe it's Miss Kane's class. Maybe it's Miss Crandall's class. Maybe it's Miss Eshelman's class. Which class is it going to be? All right. Then in 1st grade, guess what? We don't have a leader yet. So what's awesome about that is that if there are no leaders, it could be your 1st grade class. It could be Miss McDonald's class. It could be Miss Ogrechek's class. It could be Miss Thomas's class, perhaps. Maybe Miss Hartman's class. Miss Booth. I don't know. Which class is it going to be? Could be your class. So go home, raise some money. You could bring money in, whether it's cash or check, or you could get people that you love who want to support the PTO by going online. We even have a link where people can donate money online. And then in kindergarten, we have a tie. Now you may remember kindergarten has morning classes and afternoon classes. Here's the tie. Miss Zurich's afternoon class has raised the same amount of money as Miss Yoakum's morning class. Now, here's the thing. Miss Zurich's morning class and Miss Yoakum's afternoon class and Miss Kalavani's class, they're not that far behind. So, the race is wide open. We do have some leaders, but your class can take the lead. We'll see. I will periodically update it. But this is what I want to tell you right now. And it's important that everyone hears it. I love you and I like you just the way you are. No matter how different you are, that difference is what I love about you. I like you just the way you are. Challenge you to try to tell other people that. Don't just tell Mr. Lin. Find your teachers, find your substitutes, find your fellow friends and tell them, I like you just the way you are. Can't wait to see you guys around. Have a great day.